It's main event time here at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Lawrence, Massachusetts, Alexis Santos, the New England heavyweight champion with a record of 14-1, 10 of his wins coming by way of knockout, takes on Kinch of Newark, New Jersey, who enters this fight with a record of 5 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, 1 of his 5 wins coming by way of knockout. This is Santos' second fight back after a 15-month layoff due to an injury he suffered in his lone defeat to Daniel Martz in a fight broadcast on Fox Sports 1 over a year and a half ago, where Alexis Santos blew out his knee in the opening round. He lands a nice right hand that Kinch shakes off in the early seconds of round 1 here in Melrose right now. Peter Zimborn and Brandon Berry calling the action. Kinch with a slightly above 500 record, but his losses have come to very good fighters. Jarrell Miller, who has recently fought on Showtime Showbox Series. Charles Martin, whom he lost to in an ESPN televised fight. He's a guy that's been to the next level, but he's lost at the next level. So this is a good test for Alexis Santos, particularly in his second fight back after the 15-month layoff. Nice right hand by Santos. Puts Kinch down. And even before he went down, I didn't like the way his body language was as he staggers to his corner. Referee Mike Ryan really has to take a good look at him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this fight's going to go much longer here. He has no legs under him.
This one should not go much longer. Santos very much in control. Stylistically, Kinch is a sitting duck for Alexis Santos, I think, and we've seen that early on. That right hand is finding its mark for Santos. It's amazing that Kinch has gotten his stuff together back to this degree after him staggering to his own corner. Nevertheless, you just see the sharpness in Alexis Santos that you don't see in Kinch. Santos stalking his prey, just looking for the opening. And Kinch tried to do the only thing he probably can do, which is hold. Nice left hand by Santos. I'm not sure if Kinch has landed a single punch yet in this fight. He's certainly landed nothing of substance. It's been the Alexis Santos show so far.
Yeah, Alexis needs to get back right to the basics here. And, obviously this guy has recovered somewhat, and I think it's just a matter of time before Alexis really lands another clean one like that. The fight could have been stopped just by the way the guy walked back to the corner. He's definitely very stunned and hasn't landed anything that has affected Santos at all. So I think, again, it's just a matter of time.
Alexis Santos slipped in a nice body shot after the headshot. Kinch able to withstand it to his credit. But that's the best thing you can say about someone is their ability to withstand punishment. That's not saying they're winning the fight. Round 1 is about to end. And a dominant opening round that was for Alexis Santos. And the crowd that's made its way down to Melrose from nearby Lawrence lets Santos know of their appreciation as he walks to his corner. Alexis Santos with his longtime trainer Sean Farley in his corner and cutman Mel Peabody. These two fighters fought on the same show in the summer of 2013 at Rockingham Park in Salem, New Hampshire. That night, Alexis Santos fought a light heavyweight who moved up to heavyweight named Marlon Hayes to a 4th-round TKO win. That same night, Kinch fought in the televised portion of the show on ESPN Friday Night Fights and lost to Charles Martin. So there is familiarity between the two fighters and their teams, having fought on the same show before. Now we're seeing what happens when they fight each other. Well, round 2, which is a place I didn't think we would see within the opening minute of round 1. But Kinch has been able to survive. A clear 10-8 round for Alexis Santos to open things up here in Melrose in our main event. And I just don't sense in the way Kinch is throwing his shots that he has the snap or power in them to really do anything to cause Alexis Santos any uncomfortability. He only has one knockout in his 5 wins.
Yeah, all of his punches are really wide, slapping punches, almost to try to just get Santos away from him for the time being. He's tasted Santos's power, and you can tell he really doesn't want any part of sitting there and trading. And those punches are just so unmeaningful that he's throwing. And he's getting hit right now on the ropes pretty hard. You can see Sean Farley in the corner of Santos hollering to him to keep coming, keep coming. I think they can all sense, as soon as Santos lands a few solid punches, this fight definitely could be ended.
Nice right hand by Santos. Nice right hand by Kinch. That's the best shot he's landed in this entire fight.
Santos took it well, but yes, that was a good punch. This may not be a bad thing to get a few rounds for Alexis either, with being that long layoff with his knee injury. This isn't a bad thing that it didn't end quick like we thought it may.
Santos, a ball of energy out there on his toes. Kinch, the more stationary of the two fighters.
Something hanging there, you'll look for the ref to spot that. And sometimes that stuff happens and right when they start getting something going offensively and the other guy gets saved.
Yeah, I do notice the piece of tape hanging from Alexis Santos' glove that you mentioned. Well, after surviving a disastrous round 1, Kinch is going to survive round 2 as well, it appears. But Alexis Santos very much in control here in Melrose, Mass. Kinch, like I said earlier, has his stuff together a lot more than I thought he would following the opening minute of that first round. Still seemed a little bit wobbly to me heading back to his corner there at the end of round 2. I don't know about you, Bren.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually was going to mention, it looked like Santos clipped him with a nice right hand. He was back to us so he couldn't see, but that was in the closing seconds of that round, and I think that's why he was looking a little wobbly. As you can see, he gets off the stool here probably 10 seconds early. I think he's probably trying to gather his legs, regroup to go into round 3 here. Santos still looking very fresh, as he should. He hasn't really been caught with anything particularly hard. A lot of slap shots. Santos has nice speed for a heavyweight. You know, he's fast hands.
Alexis Santos weighing in yesterday at 213 pounds. Kinch at 249 pounds. Kinch more of the natural heavyweight. Alexis Santos began his career as a cruiserweight. And this is probably the best we've seen Aaron Kinch in this fight, but Alexis Santos fights off the ropes very well and explosively at that.
213 is the lightest Santos has weighed in quite some time. You can tell he's taking this very serious, trimming down, probably getting a lot of cardio in, training extra hard, and just trying to take his boxing career to the next level. A lot of times after injuries like that, they lose some time, and myself, it happened to myself. You lose 7 or 8 months, and another year goes by, and you realize, man, this window of time you have isn't as big as it once was, and Santos might be getting a taste of that and taking things very serious.
Alexis Santos jabbing to the body, which has been a hallmark of his career. Nice right hand by Santos. Kinch shakes it off. And what's been a hallmark of Kinch's career at the next level, in the times I've seen him, is he's taken heavy shots and he's shaken them off and somehow gone forward, but it doesn't win him fights. Round 3 concludes. And Alexis up 3 rounds to none with a 10-8 round for sure in the first due to the knockdown. So round 4 of a scheduled 8 between Alexis Santos and Aaron Kinch begins. And I have to stand corrected after what I said following the knockdown in round 1, Brandon, where I thought Alexis Santos was moments away from ending this. Still very much in control, but Kinch has hung in there.
Yeah, I definitely would have made a large bet that the fight was over in the first round. After he made it up after the first knockdown, I figured it was just a matter of seconds before he went down again. The fight was over, but this guy is hung tough. He's durable. He's obviously showing that he's got some experience on the next level. Can take a pretty good punch, and it is what it is. Alexis is getting some rounds here tonight. Can never count a big guy out either. This guy's throwing some big haymakers. I'm sure there's some power behind those punches, so don't count him out yet. Some talking going on in there between the two. Always curious of what fighters are saying to each other.
Wild right hand courtesy of Kinch. I think knowing of the durability of Aaron Kinch and experiencing it to some degree now, Alexis Santos has slowed down his pace a little. But he's picking his spots well with a nice left hand upstairs just there. Santos has done well picking his spots in the past, though. Sylvester Barron comes to mind, a fight in Boston. That was his national TV win, and referee Mike Ryan's trying to get in there and stop this, I think. What is he doing? I have no idea what referee Mike Ryan was just doing. It looked like he was going to stop the fight, but then he said something.
The round was over. He just said my mistake because they did the tap for 10 seconds, and he was anticipating the bell to ring, was stepping in just a little too soon.
Well, nevertheless, round 4 ends. Another round in the bank for Lawrence's Alexis Santos. You know, after round 1, are we looking at a distance fight now?
That's the thing. These guys that have been around, and he's a very slippery fighter. You know, it's funny. Santos is throwing big punches, but a lot of them aren't landing cleanly. And for a guy that throws slower punches, he's able to get out of the way pretty quickly of Santos' punches. So yeah, it looks like it. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised to see this go the distance.
A durable guy who's not a big puncher, and Aaron Kinch, probably the perfect guy to fight 2 fights back from a 15-month layoff, however.
Definitely good matchmaking here tonight. It's a safe fight, good experience, and you know, versus a guy who's been in there with, like you said before, you know, the next level fighters. So nothing wrong with this match, and Alexis is looking good, not making many mistakes, fast hands. Obviously his condition is good because his pace isn't really slowing down much. He's doing a very good job tonight. Looking sharp. He just fought 2 weeks ago.
Alexis Santos fought not very long ago against Arthur Sarabikian at Rockingham Park in Salem, Massachusetts. I believe that was October 10th, and as we broadcast this fight, it's October 30th. So 2 fights in 1 month for Alexis Santos after having not fought in 15 months. He's making up for lost time.
That's great. Definitely good moves by his handlers. Get him right back on the winning track. Staying busy, staying hungry, and definitely a good opponent for that. No fight is easy. Any honest fighter will admit that, and I'm not going to say that this is an easy fight for Alexis, but this just pays big dividends on how hard he's probably working in the gym due to his weigh-in weight. And, you know, his hands are staying very fast. Everything's crisp. He's fairly accurate. Looking good. Looking good.
More heavy artillery coming courtesy of Alexis Santos. And referee Mike Ryan calls a halt to the action. He says, I've seen enough. Aaron Kinch is taking a lot of punches through a lot of rounds. Alexis Santos with what will go down as a 6th-round TKO of Aaron Kinch here tonight in Melrose, Massachusetts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes and 31 seconds of the 5th round. Referee Mike Ryan stops this contest. Your winner by TKO victory, the New England heavyweight champion, Alexis Santos.
A TKO win for Lawrence, Massachusetts. Alexis Santos sends the crowd home happy in Melrose tonight. For my broadcast partner, Brandon Berry, I'm Peter Zimborn. On behalf of everyone at Murphy's Boxing, thank you so much for watching.